What's up, y'all? So, as I posted on Twitter yesterday, we won the neighborhood favorite 2020 for NextDoor. And if you're not familiar with NextDoor, it's kind of a neighborhood site. I'm going to talk a little bit more about it in a minute, but it's kind of a neighborhood site that has a bunch of different categories where neighbors in a particular region can just talk about anything. As of about a year ago, they started really getting in heavily on business listings, which you used to not could have. So this video is both me bragging about my new stickers, and I got a sticker right here. It's what does this say? Recommend us heart on NextDoor because they use a little heart-based system, and I had posted a horribly filtered picture, it's so bright out here, of our new bigger sticker that I put on the window there. So just get a screenshot. Neighborhood favorite 2020 NextDoor. And yeah, so that's pretty cool. It's just kind of weird that the category we're in, I'm going to post a link or show you some pictures of the category. And we'll talk about NextDoor a little bit because it's not really, again, it's not really a bragging video. It's more of an information video for you guys who are locksmiths because it is a very good resource to use for your business. So anyway, I won 2020 champion. That's a little much. Let's just say it's much better than y'all remember this? Y'all remember, where did it go? I ran across it the other day when I was doing my sorting out of the counter. Again, I'm a top choice something or other. That video, I'll link it. Where did I kept it as a joke, but just trust me, NextDoor is much better than that. So let's talk about why. So first, let me explain what NextDoor is for those of you who are not familiar with it. You live somewhere, you may have a business somewhere, like we have a business somewhere and we live somewhere, but in the area where you live, go to nextdoor.com. Anybody can sign up for this if you have a physical address because it's based, again, on where you live. For instance, in Jackson, I'm going to use this space right here, hopefully to add what I'm talking about, but Jackson is a city. We call it a small, big city, and it's kind of broken up into certain, what they call neighborhoods or sections or areas of Jackson. Us being in Fondren, of course, and Fondren has a business district. So we got Jackson, then we got Fondren right here, and then the business district, and then around the business district are a bunch of homes. The way NextDoor works is it will group, if you have a big enough city, it will group those sections together to form a bigger, say, slice of the pie. So you have one big piece of pie here. Now, depending on the size of your city, if you have a big city, you're not going to see what goes around on the outskirts, but they do group together. So we have Fondren here, and then we have Belhaven over here, and then Belhaven Heights right here, and then downtown. So we can't see, in our section, we can't see past a certain area. However, those people may be able to see other areas. It's not really a businessy type thing. It all started off as a neighborhood. It was meant for neighborhood people to get together. There's categories like general, lost and found, crime and safety, which is one you want to pay attention to as a locksmith, and a few other categories. It really depends on how your neighborhood's set up. Now, it's not really a place where you can go and just be like spamming your business like, we make keys, we make keys, we make keys. That's not how you do it. Join up with the website if you dare, and you can introduce yourself with that post. That is the key. That's where you want to introduce yourself, just like you were walking into a room and talking to a bunch of people. That's the point of the website. They say, treat your neighbors just like you're talking to them over the fence, you know. Oh, what's his name? And that's how you're supposed to be in the comments and in your discussion, your interaction with those people on the NextDoor website. But when you join in, you can get you do an introductory post. So at that point, write a well-formulated little short paragraph introducing yourself, saying, I do this. That's your moment to say, I'm a locksmith, and I am familiar with the homes in our area, and I know how to do this. If you have any problems, send me a message or call me at your business number. And then just leave it at that. From that point on, keep your eye on it. Go through. If anything else interests you, like if somebody pops up and says, hey, I found this on the ground and I don't know what it is, and then hey, join in. Just like that, you're reaching out and you're engaging with your community, and that is what is important, because just like with NextDoor, what you want is referral or word of mouth. So with word of mouth, in example, you go out and you repair somebody's problem lock, problem door. When you do that, say later on, especially pre-COVID, before all the cuties started taking place, you would have them hosting a dinner party or meeting people for a barbecue, and everybody on the street is invited. In some communities, that actually happens. And somehow or another, a lock comes up. In random conversation, keys and locks comes up quite a bit. Say they drop their keys or whatever the case is, and then the topic comes up and they say, oh, I just had my door lock fixed. And the other person's like, I have that same problem. So that person will say, well, hey, call this guy. He did a great job. It was affordable. And there you go. So next thing you know, you've left one job, and 2 or 3 days later, you'll get a call from the same street or even across the street from one of the houses you visited. That is your word of mouth referral. That spreads through NextDoor by being on NextDoor and having a presence on NextDoor, which apparently it was before my time, but with business listings, I've got the business listing, but I didn't form a business listing first. I had a personal account and used it for lost and found, for like dogs and stuff like that, because we're involved with animal rescue. But it's also a place where I have seen posts that come up and say, I'm having a problem with this fence. And you, if you're knowledgeable on putting in fence locks, can go and say, hey, we've got this product, and it seems to do pretty well with fences. So that's the case. Problem with sitting up front is people just randomly walk in and buy stuff. So long story short, I forgot where I was at, but a word of warning, there are people of all ages on NextDoor. So just beware of that. Everybody is going to have a different opinion. If you're familiar with Facebook groups and such, it's kind of the same thing, just on a NextDoor level. There's actually jokes about the best of NextDoor where people are just wildly, so beware of that. There's people of all ages, all thoughts, all opinions. You don't have to interact with all of them. You don't even have to really pay that much attention to it, but you do want to pay a little bit. You want to interact with the community so people know that you're there. And when they see that you have the ability to do things like fix their broken back door or fix their thumb press on their front door, and see that you are actually part of a community, then you'll get more and more referrals for it. And one day you may have a sticker too. I don't know how I got nominated. Again, the category that I got put in was with garden centers, I think it was. I think it was such an honor to be up there with Huttos, who sells dirt. Literally, they sell dirt. But the important thing is I've been recommended enough to be up there, and that's what you want as a locksmith company. So anyway, I think I got everything. I think that's it. If you have any questions or comments, I can't help you a lot. Go check out nextdoor.com. Figure it out yourself. Write a well thought out initial short post introducing yourself. Get to know your community, and hopefully you will reap the rewards of a free business listing through nextdoor.com. This video is not sponsored by NextDoor, but they send us a sticker and we get a fair bit of business, a good bit of business, a good bit of referrals through NextDoor. So, questions or comments, post them in the comments section. Let me know also if you use NextDoor or if you've been referred through the NextDoor app. Post in the comments. Everybody wants to know, because maybe it's just me. I don't know. But do you involve yourself with NextDoor or any neighborhood Facebook groups perchance where you have gotten business that way? It's a good way. Just don't use it in a spammy way, right? Don't be a spammy. Thanks for watching, y'all. We'll catch you next video. And good luck with your NextDoor endeavors.